Okay, we're back with Fred Segal part 2 because I didn't even get to the tea yet. So there are two pieces of lore that I didn't get to talk about in yesterday's video. And once you hear this, the way that this deal went down is going to make more sense. Okay, so in 2016, a company called Cormac Hill buys the Fred Segal Melrose location for $43 million. Cormac Hill is a Canadian company that just happens to be owned by the founder and former CEO of Aritzia, Brian Hill. The other two partners are the brothers behind Herschel Supply Co. So when the news came out yesterday and said that Aritzia was leasing this building, they're actually leasing it from the founder of Aritzia. And now knowing all of that, it makes sense that Aritzia was doing these strategic pop-ups at the Fred Segal building over the years. Okay, and then the second thing we need to talk about is the years-long battle over the signage at that Melrose location. So in 2016, the owner of the Fred Segal brand IP sues Cormac Hill because Cormac Hill wants to keep the Fred Segal signage up, even though Fred Segal was no longer operating there. There were still iconic shops in there, but culturally, the building was referred to as the Fred Segal building. To me, it makes sense the brand owners didn't want their name plastered on something when they weren't even operating there. And Cormac Hill ends up losing the battle, so they have to take down the Fred Segal signage. This is all coming at a very interesting time because Aritzia last month just announced a blowout sales quarter. Now Aritzia is super locked in on US growth. Putting all the pieces together, Brian Hill is still the executive chairman of the Aritzia board, and he's owned this building now for a decade. He's been conceptualizing this play for a very long time, and now I'm even more excited to see what this turns into.